What is up, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are going to be putting Power's CJ2A up against Brute's YJ. Now, these are both, they look a little bit different from the front. However, when you go ahead and stick some pit bulls or some wide boggers on the CJ2A, you completely forget about the change in size. You like, or the difference in size. You really do. And I'm kind of here, yellow wide boggers. Oh, those look really good. But I'm gonna run the pit bulls on the CJ2A this time. And the biggest difference between the CJ2A and the YJ is the CJ2A's four-wheel steer. Now, we'll see whether or not that comes into play majorly later on. But first off, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a tire flex test, just because those are fun, and I like doing them. They're fun, and I like doing them, and I think it's actually a really cool way to measure how much a vehicle can actually flex out. So we're going to inch right up to the YJ's tire, and then go ahead and crawl our way right up. And it crawls over it. I mean, it gets it into position, but it crawls over it. I'm going to need to go back and just try it one more time. It falls off. I mean, it's got enough to do it, but I think because of where the fenders are on the YJ, they're a little bit further out than the fenders on the 2A, so I think it's just kind of like, I mean, it can do it, it's just not going to sit up there. Now for the YJ, if we can get it into position properly. Good grief. The YJ should be able to sit up there, no problem, just fine. There we go, and e-brake is on, and the YJ just goes ahead and sits. The YJ just flexes all the way out. We're not even pulling a wheel. Actually, I don't think we are. Yeah, no, we're not. The thing just sits right up there, no problem whatsoever. I wonder if we can switch tires while we're up here. I'm curious to see. We can try, but it just ends up falling. And actually, in terms of just making sure the Jeeps are as close as possible, I'm going to go ahead and run pit bull rockers on both Jeeps. So we're going to head out and go to the right, because we don't really ever go to the right. We almost always go left. I'm not sure. Oh my god, what the hell did I do with the camera? But no, we almost always go to the left, and I don't know why we do that. It just seems like I always go that way, and it's like, huh, yeah, great, good idea, and I don't know, like I said, I'm not sure why I always go that way. It just seems to be something I just do. So, first off, I can tell you for a fact that the YJ is faster in automatic mode, and the transmission mapping is better, and I know that because I just recently drove the 2A, and in comparison, the 2A's transmission mapping is not that good, but it's not bad. I'm not trying to say the transmission mapping in the CJ2A is bad. It's just not as good as the YJ. I mean, and that's kind of partly because it's a Brute mod, and Brute's transmissions, both Spun and Brute's transmissions, are actually known to be really good in automatic mode. I mean, I could stick it in automatic right now and just leave it there, and it would probably do just fine for me going up this hill. See, no problem. Doesn't try to stop, doesn't stutter, doesn't try to change gears halfway up the hill and then bog down. Doesn't really have any finicky problems like a lot of other automatic transmissions in spin tires do. And I mean, like, look at that. We started out in second gear on that hill. It's holding me in second gear, or it was until we hit like the muddy, rocky area. But even like in the water, it'll switch gears. It'll switch gears fast, and when it applies the torque, it just keeps it going. Now, if you hit a tree with your tire and you bounce off of it, you will stop your momentum, but that's not the Jeep's fault. So, this specific hill, this specific gradient, it seems to have trouble with. But if you can get it into high fast enough, it'll just run right up, no problem. Now, where we're at in the trail right now, it does get a little bit more intense in just a minute. But, first thing that we're going to do is catch up to it with the CJ2A, and I'm not really going to put any equipment on it right now. I'm just going to drive it as is. The only thing I changed was putting the pit bulls on it, and we're ready to go. It is weird to drive at speed with this four-wheel steer, because you can't really, like, if you start sliding, the way you go to correct it is strange. The way you go to correct it is not like you would normally just put in like an input of counter steer in, you know, a rear wheel drive or even an all-wheel drive where you're putting the power down and then steering with the front wheels and correcting. It's a little different than that. It's more along the lines of like you kind of crab walk basically with this four-wheel steer system. And I feel like some people are going to like that and some people are not. Some people are definitely not going to like this front-wheel steer. And this one is not really happy to go into high on an uphill like the YJ is. So, oh god. Dude, this has some grip issues compared to the YJ. And I'm running Spin Tires Plus, so whatever, you know, the vehicle's peak grip level is what it's going to be. Like, I've already gotten all the other stuff coded out with Spin Tires Plus. It's, like, down to the vehicle at that point. And this one seems to have a lack of grip compared to that YJ. The YJ is pretty good in terms of grip. This, it could use some work. And again, it is a little bit of a weird driving dynamic when you crab walk your way around stuff. Because you're not, like, at least I'm not super used to that. Like, I think that a lot of the vehicles that I drive, I'm not really used to doing it that way. It's just kind of not a normal driving characteristic. Whereas when you start to get into some certain vehicles, now let me clear up right now. Some off-road people love four-wheel steer. They think it's like the absolute thing. Like, it is the thing to have, and they love it. Other off-road people are a little bit more iffy on it. I'm just like, I'm kind of in between. I'm okay with it on one hand, and then on the other hand, it depends on the vehicle, put it that way. So I'm going to stick this thing back in automatic mode, grab the YJ, continue a little bit on the trail and see how it is. Now, so far we know the YJ has better grip, and it also has a better automatic gearbox mode, but we do have a little bit of investigation to do in terms of rock grip, which we can actually conveniently so test right here. Actually, rock grip combined with mud grip, this is a perfect spot to test it out. So we'll leave it on automatic mode. And oh my god, it just walks right up without a problem. A little bit of a hesitation in the transmission, but it's still good. Dude, just running in second gear, it may actually change up in a second, because it is flying, dude. It is freaking flying! Oh my god! I don't think I've ever seen a Jeep fly down a trail like that in Spin Tires for a while. Like, that's the first one that's actually gone that fast in a long time. But you know what, dude? It's cool with me. This is a cool trail, too, the way it's cut out of the landscape. I like that. I like it a lot. And a little turn. Oh, my God. Well, hill climb test. Here we are. Seriously. Grab that gear stick and throw it in high. And, oh, my God. I had to pedal it a little bit. Go, 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 go. We lost momentum. We lost momentum. I don't want to flip it backwards. I really don't. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Alright, I'm going to let it roll back down, and I'm going to give it one more try. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Dude, it's just slithering around now. Alright, maybe high is not what we want to try this in. We'll try low 3. If this is having this much trouble with this hill, I'm not sure how the CJ2A is going to go for it. This thing is actually, it's going to have to winch. And if the 2A can make it up this without winching, then it wins in terms of hill climbs. This thing beats it in a lot of other categories, but if it can make it up that without winching, then it wins the hill climb competition, the hill climb test. The only thing is, I don't think it will. I don't think it can make it up that without winching, considering how much trouble the YJ had, and also considering how easily the YJ made it up so many other obstacles. But I'm going to quit rambling about the YJ now and grab the CJ2A. Now, all we got to do to get there is just kind of run down this... Really? Really, tree? That's another thing about the four-wheel steer, is even if you're already turning, be aware that you're going to have to make some other adjustments, like, as you're driving. It's like you have to adjust both ends of the vehicle. It's like, just because you turned the front doesn't mean the rear's going to turn too. We did this part in automatic mode in the YJ, so we're going to see how it... Oh, yeah, okay. Well, halfway, anyway. Oh, no, it just hops right up. So far, the gearbox only stuttered one time. We'll see if it stutters again. Wow, it's in third already? It's got some really low gearing, then. Really low gearing. Fourth? Okay, this fifth? That's the first time I've ever seen this Jeep shift up that high, especially in a trail situation. It's actually, the automatic gearbox is doing better here than the YJ's did. The YJ's automatic shifted down a whole lot sooner. Alright, now it's time for the hill test. And I'm going to give it a shot in high first. The YJ just started slithering around in high, and I'm going to see if this thing has any bit of a better time. Put it in high and see if we can... Wow, this is really hard to manage in high. Really hard to manage. Low, like, top of low 2. See if we can just walk it up. Oh my god. Okay. Can we walk it? Or, we're pulling a wheel up. It's like, how are we? Halfway? Almost. Almost halfway. I mean, it's battling for grip. It is battling gravity so hard right now. Oh, use the four-wheel steer to my advantage, maybe. There we... Dude! It's made it further than the YJ did. We haven't made it all the way yet, though, but so far it has made it further than the YJ, which is surprising, to say the least. I didn't think this would even come close to making it further than the YJ. Only problem with this four-wheel steer is that, like, if you get in a bind, you're in a bind no matter what. Almost like if you get into one, you're done. And can we just... if we could find the last... just the last little bit of grip. Maybe. Okay, we've only got one other option, and that's to walk it up the right side, which... The right side... No! Well, we flipped it. We're going to need a winch, and I'm kind of like, yeah, if it flipped over that easy, that's the only problem with this Jeep, is that it flips over way easier than that YJ does. It's way, like, it's a huge, huge difference. And honestly, it shouldn't flip over that easy. The YJ would not have flipped over as quickly as this did. I mean, it would have flipped over given the same situation, but in a more extreme circumstance. It wouldn't have just flipped right over immediately. Please pull me back in the right direction. Please. Yeah, just like, if we could be somewhat close to where the YJ is. So anyways... The test, I think, is going to have to go to the YJ. The YJ is a better off-roader. It's a more well-rounded Jeep. But I think the 2A really has a nice style to it. So I think, in the end, functionally, I think it goes to the YJ. But style-wise, it goes to the CJ2A. So if you guys enjoyed this little comparison test, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.